UFC on ABC 5, Emmett versus Topuria takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and detailed predictions, UFC Fight Night Jacksonville, starting with the early prelim opener of, I'm a bit sick today still, so you might hear sniffles here and there as a meme, but it's good to get memes out. Cody Brundage versus Cedricus Dumas. I'm going to be taking Cody Brundage here over Cedricus Dumas. I mean, Cedricus Dumas is just, he looked pathetic against Josh Fremd. Looked absolutely pathetic in that fight. Lost brutally to Josh Fremd. Looked embarrassing in that fight. I'll say it over and over. Like, he got guillotined immediately. Didn't look good at all skill-wise in there. And he's being an absolute cant. I mean, he'd win on the Contender Series, but I feel like that Cody Brundage is going to get this one done by guillotine choke. I think that's kind of a trend with Cedricus Dumas. And, yeah, I'm going to be picking him to win this one, Cody Brundage. He's on a losing streak, but he's taking this one on short notice, and I like that, because that's where he's like, okay, this is time for an opportunity to save my job. So, yeah, I think Brundage wins. And Rodolfo Vieira, Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, not bad losses. So, yeah, and he looked good against Vieira early as well. So, I'll go for him winning this one. We move on up the card. Jeez, I'm so sick today. Tatsuro Taira versus Clayton Rodriguez. I'm gonna be going for Tatsuro Taira to get this one done. I'm gonna go for, let me blow my nose real quick. Jeez. But yeah, I think Taira will win with the grappling. Wait, just do my nose real quick. Wait. There we go. I'll go for Tatsuro Taira. Clayton Rodriguez, CJ Vergara beat you. You fucking bum. You fucking bum, Clayton Rodriguez. You got out-grappled by CJ Vergara. A fight where he arguably should have won, but Vergara still out-grappled him. And I think Taira's better than Vergara. He beat Vergara in their fight. Jeez, flyweights so fucking... There's not much people in it, let's be real at this point, but I'm going to go for him winning this one. Shannon Ross, out of all the flyweight fighters that we have, he's probably one of the most pathetic fucking loser I've ever seen. Shannon Ross. I don't like him at all. He's going to get cut really soon from the UFC. So, of course, Clayton Rodriguez beat him. But who else has he beaten? You know? Santa Curatolo, unanimous decision on the Contender Series. Like, I'm picking Tatsuro Taira to win. He's good. He beat Jesus Aguilar last fight. He beat Carlos Candelario. I feel like he'll get this one done. We move on up the card, and he's got decent stand-up as well. So, yeah, I trust him winning this one. I can barely breathe today. We move on up the card. Jamal Emmers versus Jack Jenkins. I'm going to be going for Jamal Emmers over Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins, man. He's not that good, you know. Don Shana should be just an easy walkthrough, and he made that reasonably close while winning. He did win against Shanis. He didn't look good in that fight. Jamal Emmers just beat 23-0. Kusia and Ashkabov. You know, there's a difference. And Pat Sabatini is a really good fighter. We kind of know that now. Took Giga Chikadze to a split decision. And arguably should have won. So realistically, outside that Sabatini loss, where he got his leg ripped apart, honestly should be 3-1 in the UFC. Honestly. He honestly should be 3-1 in the UFC. So I am going to go for Jamal Emmers. I think he's an underdog. I'm picking him to win this one. 100%. We move on. Up the card. Trevor Peek versus Chepe Mariscal. I'm going to be going for Trevor Peek. Hope Trevor Peek gets somewhere in his career, far in his career. I think he'll win this one. But, yeah, I mean, Chepe. This guy's lost and beaten the UFC guys. Like, lost to Sean Soriano, lost to Steve Garcia, lost to Joanderson Brito. Beat Yusuf Zalal, lost to Bryce Mitchell, lost to Gregory Gillespie. Or no contest, sorry. I'll pick him to win this one, though. I'll pick Trevor Peek to win this one. Yeah, I think Trevor Peek wins. He was supposed to fight Victor Martinez. Had to pull out. Martinez pulled out. I think he'll go out there and chin Chepe Mariscal. Mariscal might drop him. It'll be a scrap early on, but Peek will get it done. He's got a good chin. He's 28. I'll pick him to win this one. We move on up the card. Zhalgas Magulov versus Joshua Van. I'm going to be taking Zhalgas Magulov. It's a wasted prediction. Zhalgas, his opponent, Joshua's going to pull out. Go on, Joshua. Pull out. Keep the curse going. Yeah, Zhalgas, the bull cut Zhalgas. Zhalgas the baddie is 2-0 right now. I think he'll win this one, though. Realistically, memes aside, I do believe he'll beat this Joshua Van. Joshua Van, supposed to fight in the Contender Series, took this opportunity. I think he's gonna lose. He's beating absolute fucking cans on the fucking regionals. I think he's gonna lose. Yeah. Zhalgas, he was supposed to fight Felipe. He was supposed to fight. God. Sucks for Zhalgas. These guys keep pulling out. I think he'll win this one, though. Again, went to a close decision with Charles Johnson, Jeff Molina. God, I don't want to keep mentioning this. I mentioned this last week. Fuck. But he should have arguably won every fight other than the Albazi fight and the Cap fight. Let's be real. So yeah, I'll pick him to win this one. We move on. Up the card. Tabitha Ricci versus Jillian Robertson. I'm going to go for Tabitha Ricci. Jillian Robertson's been looking really good lately, and I have doubted her on the way. I think I picked her to beat Agapova, though, because Agapova is really bad, but I picked Pierre Rodriguez to beat her, and she actually did shock me in that fight. But I don't know. I don't see her subbing Tabitha Ricci. I really don't. Now, both girls aren't good strikers at all. Both are complete utter crap on the feet. But if anyone's going to have good power in the striking there, it's going to be Tabitha Ricci. More of the Brazilian grit to her. And as for Jillian Robertson's just a Canadian string bean, let's be real. Yeah. She beat Jessica Penne. She beat Poliana Viana, Maria Oliveira. I think she's going to beat Jillian Robertson by armbar. I know that's Robertson's move, but Robertson, remember, she got subbed a few times early in her career with an armbar. She got subbed by Mayra Bueno Silva subbed her. I remember that as well. So, I'm going to pick her to win. I'm going to pick, what's her name to win? I'll go with Tabitha Ricci to win this one by armbar in the first or second round. We move on. Up the card, Mateusz Rebecki versus Loic Radzhabov. I'm going to be going for Loic Radzhabov. I just find both of them impressive. But Rebecki, you got to see who they're taking on. I think Esteban Ribovic. Fuck, I have a problem with that name. Esteban Ribovic. I find that more of a better win than fucking Nick Fiore on short notice there as well. And Loic came in and Rebecki had a full count for that. And he still struggled, kinda. And Radzhabov stepped in to face Ribovic. He fucking won. There's a difference, in my opinion. And I think that, Radzhabov's gonna go out there and win. He's better, in my opinion. Lost Rush Mafio on the PFL. I think he'll beat Rebecki. get it done. Rebecca seems kind of shit, to be honest. Nick Fiore. Chase Hooper had a better performance on a full camp. Full camp Fiore against Chase Hooper. Hooper dominated him. Rebecca did as well, but made it close. Like, it was kind of like he made it close. So I'll definitely pick Loic to win this one. We move on. What are the odds? Let me see the odds for that fight. Wow. Pick Loic. Rebecca's shit. We move on up the card. Randy Brown versus Wellington Turman. I'm going to be taking... no, I'm not taking Wellington. I'm taking Randy Brown over Wellington Turman. Yeah, I think he'll win this one. Randy Brown. It's just... Jack Della Maddalena is different on the feet. He's a whole lot different on the feet. That's what I've just noticed. He's a whole lot different on the feet. And I think he's gonna KO Wellington Turman. Wellington Turman, although underrated, he is underrated, Wellington Turman. He has shocked me here and there. I just haven't found him, like, impressive here and there. Like, Misha Serkinov is just an old man. That's what I've noticed. Andre Petroski was close, but he lost it. But Sam Alvey arguably should have lost. Like, I think Randy Brown has long arms. He's like Kevin Holland. But, like, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Holland next. That would be really good. If Holland beats Chiesa and Brown wins here, wouldn't mind seeing him versus Holland. Honestly, wouldn't mind that. Honestly, would pick Randy Brown there as well. But I think, Jack Della Maddalena caught him. But he beat Trinaldo. He beat Williams. I know he has problems with grappling Brown, but he hasn't really showed it recently. I think he's going to go out there and beat him. Got the win over Oliveira. Got the win Alex Oliveira, not Charles. Got the win over Jared Gooden. I think he'll go out there and get it done over Wellington Turman by KO. We move on. Up the card to the main card. No, not yet. Fuck, this is a long card, man. Really long card. Tune in for this. Neil Magny versus Philip Rowe. I'm going to be going for Neil Magny. I think he's an underdog here. Pretty sure he is. He's a favorite. Fucking Magny. Ugh, why do you have to win these other fights? Wish he was an underdog there, but I'm going to go for Magny. Yeah, Philip Rowe, man. I think the UFC likes this guy. You clearly know. Like, he's getting the good matchups here. Like, it's just him. Like, remember when Brian Barberina got a triple awesome fight? Remember he got, like, great fights like Matt Brown, Robbie Lawler, Rafael dos Anjos, back to back to back. Once he lost to dos Anjos, it was just like, oh, here's Gunnar Nelson, Makhmud Muradov coming up soon. Like, you kind of notice it with that. And I think Philip Rowe is going to lose this. Like, he didn't look good against Price, man. I'm picking Price to beat Lawler, by the way, coming up as well. Just from that performance, because Price looked really good in that fight. Was legit about to win, but Rowe's a weight bully. That should have been an easy round 1 KO for Rowe, if he had any evidence for him to ever be anything. Neil Magny is really good. He's not good. He's not at all. But Rowe will out-grapple him. Rowe's going to have to, like, beat him against the cage. I think Magny can grapple. He has really good grappling, Magny. Really, really good grappling, Neil Magny. Lost to Gilbert Burns. Oh, well. It was just a bad fight for him. It's Gilbert Burns at the end of the day. Great fighter, But beat Daniel Rodriguez. Beat Daniel Rodriguez. Which was a good win. He's losing a good fighters here as well. Shavkat, Gilbert Burns, Michael Chiesa is still decently okay. But he beats guys like Max Griffin, where he arguably should have lost that, but still. He beats Jeff Neal, Robbie Lawler. You can use grappling on Li Jingliang, Robbie Lawler, huge power punchers, and Rowe is that. So I'll go for Neil Magny getting this one done by decision, 29-28. We move on up the card to the main card finally. Brendan Allen versus Bruno Silva. I'm going to be going with Brendan Allen over Bruno Silva. I was actually going to pick Bruno Silva to win this, but then I realized, I was looking through his career when I was like, when has he been out-grappled? When has Bruno Silva been out-grappled? But then I saw Andrew Sanchez just completely ragdoll him until he got the finish. So I had to switch to Allen. Like, I'm going to go for Brendan Allen here. He's got decent stand-up. He submitted Andre Menez. You know? He did submit Andre Menez. He's good. He's very good. And I think he's supposed to fight Jack Hermanson, but Hermanson pulled out, so I guess Silva was the guy that got the call up here for another card, but I'm picking him to beat Bruno Silva. I think he'll win. Bruno Silva. Although beating Fat Tavares in good enough fashion he did have a good performance against Brad Tavares, and I actually picked him to win that as well. A lot of people went Tavares, like casuals, but I picked Bruno Silva to win this. But at the end of the day, Meerschaert beat him. Allen would do bad stuff to Meerschaert. I've got Brendan Allen. He's looking great lately. I think he'll go out there, use some grappling on Bruno Silva. Maybe gets dropped one round, but wins 29-28 decision. Yeah, I think you gotta take Bruno Silva. No, not Bruno Silva. You gotta take, what's it called? You gotta take Allen to win this one. Yeah, I'm not clear-minded today. Yeah, and he beat Jocko. Jocko is really good. So he had a great win there as well. We move on. Up the card to David Onama versus Daniel Santos. First off, the card layout on this main card is fucking atrocious. Terrible. Magny Roche should be on the main card. And one more fight, which should be put on the main card as well. Then you put, I don't know, I can keep Tafa Lane on there. Who cares? But I'm going to go for Gabriel Santos over David Onama. David Onama, he's just been a letdown, man. And he doesn't have much heart. Like, I know he survived against Landwehr. He had a great fight there, but I don't know. I just look at him just like, really? That's what I look at him as, you know? I just look at him as, like, do something. He's like one of those fights where you rage at for not doing the right game plan. And he didn't look good against Landwehr. Armfield and Benitez aren't good. And Gabriel Santos, whatever you say, you know, whatever you say about Gabriel Santos, he went to a close decision with Lerone Murphy. We arguably should have won. You know, that's impressive to me. So I'm going to be picking him to win this one over David Onama by finish. Let's go with first round scrap. He gets it done. We move on up the card. Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane. I'm going to be taking Justin Tafa here over Austin Lane. I think he'll get it done over Austin Lane. Yeah, Austin Lane. I can't really find him impressive. You know, he beat Richard Jacoby last fight. And he is a good fighter. Greg, I know he's improved, but Greg Hardy slept him in one round. You know? I think Tafa can do that as well. And Tafa, easy win over Parker Porter. Done. Easy win. Complete easiness. You know, and Parker Porter's looking decent now. He beat Harry Hunsucker. Lost to Van Der and Felipe, but we're going to ignore that. Arguably should have been Felipe, though. I'll pick him to win this one. I will. Austin Lane's going to come in, UFC debut, get clipped on the chin. He's 35 years old. Tafa's 29. Yeah, we move on up the card. Amanda Hebos versus Macy Barber. I'm going to be picking Amanda Hebos here over Macy Barber. I was thinking Barber would win, but man, He-Boss does look good lately. Like I think she's gonna get this one done. Macy Barber, just razor close fights every time. Jessica Eye fight was kind of close. Montana De La Rosa fight was kind of one-sided. Maverick fight close. Andrea Lee fight close. Arguably losing those fights as well. This is where it's going to end, I think, for her. I'm going to go for Amanda He-Boss. And where He-Boss is just getting clear decisions. Close fight against Shikagi where she could have won. You know? Beat Jandaroba easily. And she's not looking good. Beat Arawaho easily. Yeah. I'll pick her to win this one. She's got good grappling. I don't see her out grappling maybe Barber. What the fuck? I called her Maybe Barber. I don't see her out grappling Macy Barber, but I see her just picking her at range, and Barber struggling. Barber does have power though, so if you want to put a bet on it, put Barber KO because He-Boss is also shitty as fuck. But I'll pick He-Boss to win this. We move on up the card to the main event. Josh Emmett versus Ilia Topuria. Wait, hold on. Okay. It's close. It's a close fight on paper. It is. I'm gonna go for Ilia Topuria though. I think you gotta. But I don't mind if you say this is a close fight. I don't mind if you say this is close. Like, Emmett could legit win. If Topuria trades in the pocket, 50% chance he gets put out cold. Like, Emmett can legit spark him. Or maybe 40% chance, I'm leaning Topuria, but Emmett can spark him and put him out. It can happen, so buckle up. Like, it could happen. But I think Topuria is faster. At this point, a better chin. Not the best of chins, Topuria. Not a bad chin, but not really a good chin. Just like a normal chin of a fighter. But I think Emmett's got a worse chin, and Emmett's been taking so much damage. Other than Topuria, what fights have Topuria taken damage in? Mitchell fight, easily. Won. You know, Jai Herbert fight was up a weight class on short notice. Oh well. That fight really, it's like an exhibition bout right there. But he did get dropped by Jai Herbert. But then again, Emmett, when's the last time he threw a leg kick? When's the last time he's thrown a leg kick? Talking about him throwing head kicks against Topuria. When is he throwing like an solid inside calf kick on someone? He hasn't. I'm picking him to beat Josh Emmett. Because I'm picking Topuria over Emmett. Because Topuria is so fast. I'm going to make an in-depth prediction for this tomorrow, by the way. Topuria is so fast, man. He's got good takedown defense. I don't see Emmett out-grappling him, even shooting on him. But even if he tries, I don't see it working. Don't see Topuria getting Emmett. I think this will be a back-and-forth round one. Emmett cracks Topuria. Emmett's looking decent early on, winning the exchanges. Rushes into like a right cross of Topuria. Puts away Emmett. Emmett, like, he got destroyed badly by Yair Rodriguez. And I know Rodriguez kicked against him and used his elbows and unorthodox techniques. But I think Topuria will find the chin. I think he will. Emmett couldn't blow away Cater. And Cater, maybe Topuria have similar chins. Let's be real. But Cater, we know, is good. We don't know if Topuria is yet. With like a solid 1-2. Topuria is going to take it or he's going to get rocked, you know? But, yeah. You know, should have arguably lost to Ige. Beat Burgos with a torn ACL. Good for him there, but I don't know. Jeremy Stevens laid him out. I'm going to go for Topuria. Round 1 KO. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Full card predictions. Yeah, I got Topuria. I got Topuria, He-Boss, Tafa, Santos, Allen, Magny, Brown, Rajabov, Ricci, Zamagilov, Peak, Emmers, Tyra, and Brundage. Yeah, peace.